Hi, I'm Sharon.
Hi, I'm knitting. Don't bug me. I'm the yarn boy, and I finally got back to knitting, and I don't want to be bothered with anything except knitting right at the moment.
Wow!
So, yes.
He's just like the rest of us now.
Yes.
Have I created a monster?
Distracting me from my project here.
So is that what you're going to be doing the whole time?
Can I hold it in front of your face like you hold things in front of my face?
Well, it's not going to, it's focusing on your face, sweetie. All right, now it's focusing. That looks good. So Rich is knitting a cowl, and he's doing really well. Obviously, he's really into it. I think we'll just have the show without him this week, because he won't even look at the camera because he's looking at his knitting. Anyway, this is a knitting show.
Yes, in case you haven't figured it out.
The name of our show is Knit Style. And what episode are we on, my dear?
163, I think.
No, I don't think so.
164.
It might even be 165. I'm not sure.
Somewhere.
I will put it down below. I have to look it up.
Somewhere
Usually
up there.
you know. Usually you're pretty good.
I forgot. I'm busy knitting and I forget things now.
You have been forgetting things. You've been going into rooms saying, "Why am I here?" and opening the refrigerator and saying, "Wow, I came up to get something in this refrigerator and I can't remember what I came to get."
It's retirement. It warps your brain.
Yeah, I think so.
Half the time I don't know what day it is. I don't even care, really.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't. What difference does it make what day it is?
It doesn't.
No, not anymore.
Actually, today is Tuesday, July 25th, I believe. Wait, let me look at my watch. Yes, I was right, the 25th.
Good. Oh, the 25th?
It's the 25th.
Wow, so we've been retired for 31 days.
We have. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten as much done as I thought I would, but...
No. And then I started knitting. There is a perfect reason to procrastinate everything. It's called legalized procrastination.
Yes,
you can get away with doing anything and you don't get yelled at because you're knitting.
Well, I would never yell at you.
you.
I would never bug you, but you're being productive when you're knitting. And I'm super impressed that he's knitting on the show because I don't knit on the show.
Well, you just talk and hold up things and blah, blah, blah.
Speaking of talking and saying blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Why don't I start off?
Yeah, why don't you start with something here?
I'll start with something.
And leave me to my knitting.
I will leave you to your knitting. Oh my goodness. I've created a monster. Anyway, do you guys want to see some spinning? I guess so. Okay, so I've been doing some spinning this week. What?
Nothing.
Why? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. Let's go. Let's get out your skeins here.
Okay.
Whatever it is you're trying to hawk.
Look, I'm not hawking anything. This is for me.
No.
Look,
Oh,
and be impressed.
A big ball of yarn.
So this is my Hanson mini spinner, and I am plying.
Is that what you sit with in your lap every night with a big smile on your face? Okay, anyway.
It sits on a table for those of you who
are
wondering.
I don't know where you put it. I see it spinning around.
Anyway, this is my Hanson mini spinner, and I am plying a sweater's worth of yarn on it. And after I'm complete with the plying, I'm going to put the unicorn bat that I bought last week on this spinner. So I'm about a quarter of the way or a third of the way through. I mean, these bobbins are, I'm doing a 3-ply, so I have 3 bobbins here. And the 3 bobbins are half empty, I would say. And yeah, so I'd say a quarter of, no, yeah, about a quarter of the way, because I have 3 more bobbins left.
Oh.
Why
3 more bobbins.
3 more full bobbins after this.
Bobbins.
So if I've done half of these 3, I have another half to do on these bobbins, and then another 2 halves. So yeah, I'm a quarter. I'm a quarter done.
All right.
So this is going to be a sweater for me, and I am going to be knitting Stroker by Ysolda Teague, which is a colorwork sweater. And the rest of the color work is also going to be in hand spun. Feel that. Smush it with your hand. Isn't it smushy?
It feels too woolly for me.
It's too woolly for you.
Oh no, that would give me the itchies. Yeah,
this is a knitter's sweater. But I love it. It's going to be just a nice, warm fall sweater. So yeah, I have sweaters on the brain right now.
That's good for a fisherman with a big hairy chest. I won't notice that it's itchy.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to drop my...
Don't drop your bobbins.
Yeah, I know. This is... And the bobbins are on a Anchorworks Lazy Kate by Anchorworks Designs. And I love this. And it matches my e-spinner here.
Good.
So I'm really, really excited about this.
Big bobbin, little bobbin.
Yep. So this is about 2 nights worth of plying. About 2 hours worth of plying. And I'm trying not to overply it. I mean, I'll bring it up to the camera again so you can. So I'm trying not to overply these. And I think it's okay. I think it's going to be fine. Because I don't want it, this is such woolly wool, I don't want it to feel ropey. So that's that. I'm going to put it over here. I spun the singles on my matchless spinning wheel in the living room. The one, you know, with the actual wheel.
Yeah.
So I spun the bobbins themselves on my wheel, my matchless spinning wheel, and I'm plying them on this Hanson, which is an electric wheel. Or electric spinner.
Well, it makes it easier on your ankles and feet.
It is, especially since I've been running a lot. My legs are really tired.
Can I get rid of this little purple thing?
No, you need that.
Oh.
It's a marker to tell you the
beginning.
I knit it in? So no. Okay, wait. So now Rich has gotten to the end of the round on this. So he's knitting a cowl, and I designed it. It's just garter stitch for 5-6 rows, and then knitting in the round until he's
I get dizzy and fall off the chair.
Until it's long enough for his liking, and then he's going to do 6 more rows of garter, and then that's it. So he asked me what to do. There's a little purple marker here. That's called the beginning of round marker, or as we in the knitting community fondly call it, BOR.
Okay. Beginning of round. Okay.
You're not knitting rows, you're knitting rounds, because you're knitting in the round.
So what do I do with that little purple thing?
So he wanted to take it off, and I said, don't do that, because we need to know where the beginning of round is, because that's where everything starts and begins and ends.
Okay, so if I don't knit
so
it
all
in,
you
what
do, we're not knitting the marker into your work, because you don't want to be wearing a purple marker in your work the rest of your life.
No, just take a little
so you just
needle nose plier and cut it off.
That's true. And I have knit my markers into my knitting before, don't laugh, and I have cut them out.
Yeah, no big deal.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take the working needle, and you're going to slip it through the marker, and you're going to put it on that needle, and now you're just going to keep going. That's all.
Okay.
Super easy, super...
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now you have something to do while I yammer on and on. You know, the people are going to get really bored because you're not talking because you're knitting.
Well, I can't help it. You addicted me now to this
pathetic
thing.
It is an addiction. Your fingers will start to itch because you have to knit.
What do you mean? Oh.
You get itchy fingers. Okay, so before I go on, I want to talk a little bit, while you're so concentrated on knitting.
Yes, let me get a few of these done, and I'll put it down and I'll talk.
Okay, all right, so let me show, and then I'll talk about this later. All right. Okay, so the next thing I'm working on is your sweater.
Oh.
And it's just lovely. I love it. I'm actually obsessed with it. I love knitting on it. It's so soft.
I know. Feels so soft.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And it's a tan sweater in the round, stockinette. So you would think I would hate it and just want to avoid it. No, I love knitting on this. I just sit down at night and I just knit around and around and around while I watch my shows. And here it is. Look how big, look how long it is.
Oh, wow.
I'm halfway through the body.
Wow.
Well,
Cool.
I'm more than halfway through the body. I'm halfway through the underarm, from the underarm to the hem. I have like I have 9 inches left.
Wow.
I've done 9 inches. I need to do 9 more.
Holy cow. Cool.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to love that. Isn't it lovely?
Yes.
Okay, so let me show everybody. So, this is it. It's getting really big.
Uh-oh.
What? What'd you do?
What happened? I don't know. Why is this so skinny looking?
Okay, hang on. Let me see. See, this is...
Looks like the thread split, and I didn't
It probably
etch it.
did. Yeah, your thread split. The stitch got split, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off, and I will fix that for you.
What is a cat doing? Chewing on a dead bush.
Well, at least he's not chewing on a dead mouse.
Okay.
Okay, so I fixed your boo-boo, and now there's another boo-boo right here.
Where? Who did that? Gee, look what you're making boo-boo on my thing.
I didn't.
Just, well, no one's going to notice. I'll just knit right over it.
No, I'm fixing it for you.
Oh, well, I didn't put it there. What did you put it there? You did it.
I did not. I did not.
Trying to sabotage my knitting.
Yes, I am. I guess, I just don't want you to knit because you're not paying attention to me.
For those of you not from here, it was upper 80s and blistering hot a few days ago. Now it's lower 60s and freezing.
It is
henceforth,
freezing.
why we were all wearing long sleeve shirts.
Okay. All set.
All set.
Keep going while I talk.
Okay.
Anyhow, other things that I've been working on. One more thing.
That's one more thing. That's it. You've been working on a million things.
No, I have not.
You've been dyeing your yayas off lately.
Well, I've been dyeing my yayas off, that's for sure. I'll talk about that in a little while. Okay, so the next thing I've been working on is my sweater. These are going to be our Rhinebeck sweaters. This is one of my Rhinebeck sweaters, and it is the So Faded by Andrea Mowrey, and it's a gorgeous sweater. I love it. So I hand dyed yarn for it. How'd you get out again? This cat.
I didn't put him in.
He loves being with us when we're chatting. Yeah. Anyway, so I did my swatch last week, which I talked about, and I did the collar, and now I am working on the raglan increases for the yoke. So, this is where I am.
That's where you am, huh?
Yep. It's not going to focus.
So far it looks like a tube top.
It does look like a tube top. It's not going to focus, so I'm just going to bring it back here. Anyway, yeah, this is my sweater. This is the first skein of yarn. I'm using 5 skeins of hand-dyed yarn. And this is the first skein, and the name of that is Direwolf.
Oh.
This is for my Game of Thrones knit along.
Okay, that was on last night, Direwolf.
And there was a Direwolf in the show.
Yes.
The other night.
That's her Direwolf.
It is, but the poor...
The one she threw a rock at in the early episodes when she was little.
Yeah, and it doesn't recognize her. Well, it kind of does recognize her, but you think it will eventually?
Yes, I think it will eventually.
Yeah.
Come to aid. Save her.
And we've been really enjoying the show, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So, it premiered 2 weeks ago, and we've seen 2 episodes, and it's good. It's a little gory. If you don't like gore, you're not going to like it, but I just don't watch that part. I look down at my knitting, and the boys watch it, and you were telling me some details. I'm like, I didn't see that because It was
What, the
too
uncle
gross.
likes to cut out tongues.
Oh,
Big deal.
yuck. Gross. No. So I knit on that during the show, and I've been knitting on that a little bit at a time every day, and I'm really enjoying it. But all bets are off next week, guys, because next Tuesday, actually recording day, next Tuesday, Kristen's new pattern comes out. Her new pattern is the Oracle Shawl, and when that pattern comes out, that's it. That's all I'm going to knit on. I'm not knitting on your sweater, and I'm not knitting on this sweater. Are you listening?
Yes. I'm watching. Oh, okay.
He's watching the
Whatever
cat.
he's trying to do. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I'm locking him inside next time because he's very distracting.
Yes,
don't look
today
at him.
he is. Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what? Somebody's new pattern's coming out. Kristen.
Kristen's new pattern's coming out,
Okay.
the Oracle Shawl that I've dyed yarn for in case you guys are interested. And you could use the yarn for other shawls too, not just for that shawl. But it would work nicely with that shawl. And I am going to cast that on in that green set that I dyed last week.
Oh, okay.
The black, the light gray, and the green. And I'm so excited, and I'm going to knit on it till it's done because I love it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've seen pictures of it. The test knitters on Instagram are posting, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay. How's it going?
Good.
Seriously, he's over here. You can't see, but he's down here. They're all going to be mad at you. Okay.
I put my knitting down.
You did.
And what do I add?
I know. What are you going to do with your hands? Okay.
Okay, what?
So
What's in your notebook
look at all
here?
these notes. All right. So last week.
Uh-oh. We're going to go over each note?
No.
Oh.
No. Last week when we were recording, you were talking about people in the South and knitting in the heat, and I asked you to post if you lived in the South and leave a comment under the YouTube channel, and look at all these comments I got.
Uh-oh.
No, nice
I
comments.
guess people down south do knit and
They do. They definitely do. So I'm going to.
Doesn't knitting in the cold make you more ambitious? I guess
No.
not.
No. If you're an avid knitter, you're gonna knit even if you live in the Bahamas.
Well, a few days ago when it was like 89 degrees, I didn't want to knit anything.
Yeah.
Although
no.
I did knit inside in the air conditioner.
Yeah, you did.
But outside, no.
I do.
No. Oh, you would knit anyway.
Because knitters knit. Knitters gonna knit, right?
You'd knit if we were on that ride in the Disney that goes down the water chute. You'd be
Absolutely,
knitting away while we're
for sure.
on our way down.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody who left a comment and you lived in the South a shout out. And if for some reason I don't mention your name, sometimes YouTube comments get deleted and I don't know about it. So if I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry. You can comment again. But I'm going to just say everybody's name and where they're from.
Okay.
And I think there's 16 people who commented on that, so which is cool. Okay, so Glow F is from Texas. Eileen T is from Colorado.
Well, Colorado's cold.
She said it was 93.
Well, it's not. Ask her what it is in the winter. Huh? What's it in the winter? About minus 93.
Eileen, I apologize. When it's summer, we knit.
Cold.
Not in the summer.
Well, some days I'm sure
They
it's
have
cold.
fluctuating weather.
Okay, all right.
Right, Eileen? Your weather just goes like crazy. Like Texas is the same way. Very fluctuating. Okay. Girl in Her Games lives on the Florida-Georgia line. Rachel W. lives in Texas, and Texas has crazy weather.
Yeah,
right?
you get all 4 seasons
You
in
get
20
crazy,
minutes.
crazy. I've never been to Texas for any length of time, but you were there for a week on business one time.
Yes,
and
it
was
was very-
crazy. Rachel P. is from Southwest Florida. Sunny Day Stitcher is also from South Florida. Stacy B. is from Vero Beach, Florida.
Ooh.
Samantha W. is from Panama City, Florida.
Well, that gets chilly in
I want to
Panama,
visit
yeah.
Panama City. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's like a nice place to... You get cold weather down there.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it is south.
Yeah. Stacy S. is from Florida. Welcome the Flowers in May is from Texas. Jennifer Ann F. is from the Georgia mountains, and she says it gets cold in the Georgia mountains.
It gets
Yeah.
cold in any mountains.
Yeah. Tammy B. is from Niceville, Florida. I hope it's nice in Niceville. Never heard of that. Word Chili is from Florida. Susie Cusey is from Florida. Betty A is from Albany, Georgia. And Linda W is from North Carolina.
Oh.
Those people from states that are hot.
Okay, well,
knit.
That's nice.
And if I lived in Florida, I'd be knitting up a storm too.
And I'd be probably knitting up a storm because I can't go outside. It's too hot.
You know, that's the thing. In the summertime, that would bug me because I like to run outside, and I wouldn't be able to run outside.
No, where can you run? Ew,
No,
it's too hot.
You can't.
Well, I guess if you live in northern Florida, it's not so bad. But we're talking about Southwest, Fort Myers, Naples area. It's nasty down there in the summer.
It is 65 degrees right now.
Yes.
And it's chilly. I have on long pants, a sweatshirt, and a shawl. And it is July 25th.
I know, and our pool was 86 degrees a few days ago. I wonder what it is now.
It's probably 79, I bet.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, which isn't bad, but I won't go in it.
No. I will.
Okay, so
I have to clean it. Yes.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about is I have 2 giveaways.
Oh.
So, this is from the Game of Thrones chatter thread on my Ravelry group.
Okay.
Richie doesn't really know what Ravelry is, but we got to get him to go. Comment down below if you want Rich to join Ravelry. You're knitting now, you have to.
Why?
Because you have to chronicle all your knitting. You have to put all your projects in there.
Well, I don't have many to put in.
One is fine. One would be fine.
A coaster for a shot glass.
That's cool.
And the beginning of a crow.
Comment down below and tell Rich to join Ravelry. Anyway, okay, so I have 2 patterns from the chatter thread and the Game of Thrones knit along. And I had, thank you guys. You were all chatting this week, and I really appreciate it. I am not chatting in that group because I don't want to pick myself, but I want to. So I may pop in there and maybe tag you all. I don't know. We'll see. So I did a random generator off camera, and I have 2 winners. Do you want to read the winners out?
No.
You want me to do it? Okay.
Okay.
Number 18 is TR Steve. Congratulations. You win a free pattern up to $6 from me. I will gift it to you. And number 57
is...
Want to read it?
Fancy Nancy 63.
Fancy Nancy 63. Congratulations. So congratulations TR Steve and Fancy Nancy 63. Just PM me on Ravelry and tell me what pattern you would like, and I will gift it to you.
I have a hard enough time on Instagram. You want me on Ravelry too? Come on, please.
Well, you are doing well on Instagram.
Yes, I know. I'm popular. People like me.
He's popular. He's helping me take some artsy pictures.
Mm-hmm.
He has a better eye for composition than I do, so he's helping me. And so I'm taking some pretty yarn pictures lately. It's been fun. I'll pop them in the show while I show my yarn, which is next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's next. Yarn is next.
A big bag.
Yeah. Well, you said I've been dyeing up a storm.
Yeah, you have been. Okay.
I have been. I've been dyeing a lot of yarn.
Well, this is on top, so.
Yeah, that's on top.
Oh, cool. I like this.
I like it too.
Don't show it to anybody. They'll buy it. No. This is nice.
Isn't
I
it
like
nice?
that. Yeah.
Okay, so Donna, this week's bag, and we've been doing bags every week this summer. I'm very proud of us.
Yeah.
So this week's bag is peanuts, which I have such a fondness for. I love peanuts. I watched peanuts for many. I read Peanuts in the comics for many, many years. I don't get the paper anymore, but anyway, I grew up with Peanuts characters, and I used to have books.
Mm-hmm. Everybody did. I mean,
I just loved it. So I dyed some yarn to match.
These 3.
Yep. And
again, a perfect match of the bag.
You want to hold the bag up, and I'll hold the yarn up?
Okay.
Okay. So
Peanuts bag and Peanuts yarn.
So this yarn is called, and this kit is going to be called, Happiness Is.
What's it going to be called?
Happiness Is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the captions on the cartoons on the bag.
Do you remember
Happiness is, yes.
What's happiness to Charlie Brown? Happiness is, do you know the rest of it? You guys, you're yelling at it in the camera. You're yelling at your TVs right now. What is happiness? Is what?
Happiness is
Is a what? Okay, I'll tell you.
What? I forget.
Happiness is a warm puppy.
Oh, a warm. I knew it was a warm something.
So the name of the yarn is Happiness is. Happiness is a warm puppy.
Is a warm puppy. Or a warm kitten.
That was the name of the book that I had when I was a kid, full of Charlie Brown characters. Happiness is a warm puppy.
No.
So that's that one. I only have 4, limited edition. So if you want one, get on it. All right. Next. Okay, these are colors I've dyed before, but I dyed them again. This is my most popular color, Fallen Fairy. And I took a beautiful picture of it in my garden the other day, which I will show you.
The fairy garden.
Yeah, I took a picture of it in the fairy garden. Had to put the fairy yarn in the fairy garden.
Yes, of course.
For sure. So, I love this color. I have to knit something out of it one of these days because I really like it. Okay.
Gee, you got any beer-colored yarn in here?
No beer-colored yarn.
I could put it in front of my antique beer signs, and you could.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I don't have any beer yarn. Sorry.
Oh.
I have some more Magical Mermaid because it sold out.
I can see why.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I like that.
Oh, it's so pretty. Just these beautiful purples and blues and all, I mean, so many different shades. And
Magical Mystery Tour.
Magical Mystery.
Ta-da!
I have dyed this one before, but I dyed a little bit more of it. These are up for pre-orders, but I have this in stock in the singles base. It'll ship out right away. And this is my kit that I'm going to be knitting the Oracle shawl out of. Oh, this is Witching Hour. This is Wicked Brew. And this is Pretty Poison. Okay.
Oh my.
Now I have some new colors.
No kidding.
I have the new 3-color combo this week, which I'm obsessed with. Look how pretty and summery. I'm not quite ready to let summer go.
Well, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
You got a whole month.
I know. So this is Coral Reef. This is, I'm thinking of calling it Sanibel Stoop. You know, like all the people try to collect shells on Sanibel, which is dear to my heart because that's where my parents live, near Sanibel. And this is Let Summer Begin. I've dyed this before. So I think these colors look gorgeous together. I love them. Okay. All right, so new.
Here's these 3.
Those are pretty, aren't they?
Yes, just new.
These are new.
These. Those are wild.
Aren't they wild?
Yeah, wow.
Fallen Rainbow.
Everything's fallen.
I know. My Fallen Fairy. Fallen Rainbow. Because it's got gray. It's got some gray. Okay, one more. I love this one.
Yes, these are really nice.
Now, summer is still here, but it's never too early to start knitting Halloween yarn. And this is my Halloween color for this year.
I hope it's got a scary name at least.
I put a spell on you.
Oh.
It's from the movie Hocus Pocus. Remember that movie Hocus Pocus?
Oh yeah, how could I forget?
That our kids watched like every day when they were little.
I watched it too every day.
Oh yeah, of course. And it's the song that Bette Midler sings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
put a spell on you. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, when they were all dancing to death at the end. Yes.
Anyway, so this is the yarn that I dyed. And I will pop in a artsy picture here. I think it came out awesome. Mm-hmm. Thrilled with it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Never too early to start Halloween.
Nope.
Never, ever, ever. Matter of fact, it's a good time to start Halloween.
Everybody's excited. My son is already excited about it. He was talking about it the other day. He's like, I can't wait for Halloween. And he's 21. No, he's 22.
What do you mean he can't wait for Halloween?
Because he wants to go out with his friends and go to parties and stuff.
Oh.
You know? That's what they do when they're in their 20-somethings are like huge into Halloween. They like to go to parties and dress up and have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unlike
us old folks.
Old people.
Halloween used to frustrate the heck out of me because, you know, you had to get the costumes and the costumes ready and then it's busy.
When you lived in a city, you got whatever your parents had laying around. That's why you happened to be. You know how many years I was a hobo?
So was I.
Because they couldn't afford anything else.
Well, no, that's what we dressed up as when we were kids. That's what I don't know. Everybody went through a phase where they just dressed like a bum and they would go out on the street.
That must have been, Boxcar Willie. Look,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Hey, I have one more thing to talk about. It's over there.
Is that the towel with the holes in it?
Not the towel with... No.
Oh, that thing. Oh, yes. I meant to ask you about that.
Okay, so...
What is it and where did it come from?
Well, this is a bag that I showed maybe 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that little camper bag, yes.
The camper bag, and it got overshadowed by the Wonder Woman kit that I had available. So I have a bunch of these in stock, and no one has bought any. And I think they're so cute. I mean, the fabric is lovely.
Nice colors. Bright, sunny, summery.
Yeah, the fabric is beautiful. The yarn is gorgeous. It's this beautiful pink. So I just wanted to showcase this one, you guys. And
if you own a camper, you have to get this.
I might discount it a few dollars. I don't know. I'm going to list it tomorrow. I might discount it a couple bucks. But it's got a beautiful purple lining. Isn't it pretty?
Yes, it's very pretty.
I love it. And if you're a camper, it's so cute. So anyway, I got those in stock. So that's it.
Okay. Good.
Gonna go back to your knitting?
Yes. Well, I'm inspired while it's cold. Sitting out here freezing.
Are you freezing? You have shorts on. If you want to find us, you can find me on Ravelry as Stitchmistress. You can find me on Instagram as TheStitchmistress. And who are you on Instagram?
TheYarnboy.
TheYarnboy.
Yes, how about that?
And if you're following me and you're not following him, you're missing out. Because we actually talk to each other through Instagram, and sometimes it's kind of funny. I wore 2 different colors of sandals the other day and Instagrammed it, and we were kind of bantering back and forth about that. It was pretty funny.
But
okay,
anyway.
So that's your and Rich is having a lot of fun with Instagram. What did you take a picture of today?
Oh, as I was walking, I took the dog. She seemed like she was fairly lively, so I decided to take her and see if. So I took her on a walk, and we came to a spot where there's a clearing and the power lines run through. And off to the trail, standing there, just staring at us, was a young buck.
Oh yeah.
With nice horns and everything, and just looking.
With antlers.
Didn't move.
He was like a yearling maybe. He had, the single. I don't know. I have to blow that up and see how many tines
2.
he had.
Oh, he only didn't have any prongs yet,
okay, so he was a young buck, yearling, yeah.
And but further up, there would like does going back and forth the whole time I was walking. It's like.
Yeah, wow. It was beautiful today. Yeah, we walked a little bit later because it was cooler.
Yes.
So I've been going out at 7 and doing my run, and it was cool this morning, so we went a little bit late.
Yeah.
He doesn't get up at 7 and go with me.
No, I'm retired.
He does not.
I don't get up
He doesn't get up at, or I get up at 6 and go at 7. He does not get up that early.
Anyhow.
That's it. Okay. All right, so that's it.
That's it. Over already?
It's over already.
Wow. Hey, I should have more often on the show. It goes quick.
Yeah, it goes very quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay.
So anyway.
Have
a good week.
Yes, look at the camera and don't look at your name. Okay. Look at in that lens right there.
Okay, I'm looking right there.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody. Have a good week. Happy knitting.
And
cheers. You're in my seat. Yeah, you're in my seat. Start to get comfortable, huh? What's going on, dude? Yeah. I'm gonna get your daddy to come out. Well, we need that raised up, don't we? Now it's too high. Come on.
You should make yourself comfortable there. Come on, let's go.
Thank you, buddy. It's chilly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is Witch's Brew. This is Pretty Poison, and this is... No, this isn't Witch's Brew. What am I saying? This... I always forget the names of these.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I can't think of it right now.
Ooh, watch out now.
I thought you had a tick on you.
A tick? What is all this noise? What, are the geese flying south already? Is it that cold?
I think so.
Jeez.
Have a good week.
And...
happy knitting.
When did you throw that in?
I've always said that. Let's start over. Ready?